Jacob Marley was dead, dead as a doornail. Of that there is no doubt. This fact must be distinctly understood, or nothing wonderful can come of this story. Ebenezer Scrooge and Jacob Marley were business partners for I don't know how many years. Scrooge was Marley's sole executor, his sole administrator, his sole friend, and sole mourner. Scrooge never painted over old Marley's name. There it stood, years afterward, above the warehouse door, Scrooge and Marley. The collection firm was known as Scrooge and Marley. Now Scrooge was a squeezing, wrenching, grasping, scraping, clutching, covetous old man, hard and sharp as flint, and self-contained and solitary as an oyster. The cold within him froze his old features, nipped his pointed nose, shriveled his cheek, stiffened his gait, made his eyes red, his thin lips blue, and he spoke shrewdly in his grating voice.
Who is it? Close the door behind you, quickly.
A Merry Christmas, Uncle.
Bah, humbug!
Christmas, humbug. Uncle, surely you couldn't mean that.
I do. Merry Christmas? What right do you have to be merry? You're poor enough.
What right do you have to be dismal? You're rich enough.
Bah, humbug!
Good day, Uncle, how are you? I just stopped by to say, would you like to join us for dinner on Christmas Day? There are several people coming to our house for Christmas cheer. We hope someday you'll join us, for we ask you every year.
Bah, humbug, being merry is a waste of time. Bah, humbug, being merry should be a crime. And this holiday season, we just stopped by to say, can you please contribute to the needy this Christmas Day? We should make some slight provisions for the poor and destitute, and those who lack the common things like bread and meat and fruit. Bah, humbug, being dismay.
Leave me alone! Get out of here! Bah, humbug, being merry is a waste of time. Bah, humbug, I won't give a dime. Bah,
Imagine that. Well, I got rid of them all, didn't I?
Yes, sir.
You must have the whole day off tomorrow, I suppose.
If it's convenient, sir.
No, it's not convenient, and it's not fair.
But Christmas is only one day in the year, sir.
A poor excuse for picking a man's pocket every 25th of December. I suppose you must have the whole day off. Come here even earlier the next morning.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Merry Christmas, sir.
Scrooge went out for his usual solitary and melancholy dinner. He read all the newspapers and studied his banker's book. Not too much later, Scrooge came back to his gloomy suite of rooms which had once belonged to Marley. As he put the key in the lock of the door, he did not see the door knocker, but the image of Marley's face. Scrooge looked at this phenomenon and was startled, but he turned the key and entered the room and lit a candle. He did pause before he shut the door, and he did look cautiously behind it first, but there was nothing there. And then he said, "Pooh-pooh," and he closed it with a bang. Scrooge locked himself in, actually double-locked himself in, and got ready for bed. Every bell in the house began to swing, ringing out loudly. Then came a great clanking noise, as if some person were dragging a heavy chain. And suddenly, standing before him with death-cold eyes, was Marley's ghost.
What do you want with me?
Much.
Who are you?
Ask me who I was.
Okay, who were you then?
In life, I was your business partner, Jacob Marley.
Mercy, dreadful apparition. Why do you trouble me?
Because my spirit is doomed to wander the world and drive from sorrow to happiness. Only then I can be free of the chains I forged in life.
You were always a good man of business, Jacob.
Hear me! My time is nearly gone, and I am here tonight to warn you. Ebenezer, that you had a chance, a hope of escaping my fate.
Always a good friend to me.
You'll be haunted by free spirits.
I think I'd rather not.
Without the visit, you end up on the same path that I tread. Expect the first one when the bell tolls one.
Could I just have them all at once and have it over with?
Expect the next one on next night at the same hour, and the third upon next night. When the last stroke of 12 has ceased to vibrate, after that you will see me no more. And for your own sake, remember what has passed between us.
Scrooge tried to follow the ghost as it exited. He approached the window to look out and found the air filled with phantoms, hither and thither, in restless haste, moaning as they went.
Was it a dream? Was I just imagining? Was there a ghost in this very room? And did I speak to him? And did he answer me? And did I fully comprehend this tale of gloom? Was it a dream? Was it a dream? Surely it was a dream. Was it a dream? When he shook his chains at me, somehow it seemed He was by my side. And did he speak the truth? And will he soon be free? And will three spirits visit me on this Yuletide? Was it a dream? Was it a dream? Please let it be a dream. Was it a dream? Surely it was a dream. Yes, it was a dream.
Scrooge closed the windows and checked that the door was locked. When Scrooge woke up, he thought and thought, but could not make anything of the phantom's visit. Was it a dream?
Scrooge remembered that the first spirit was to arrive when the clock struck 1, so he decided to lie awake and wait, for he could no more go to sleep than go to heaven.
A 12:15. How could time pass so very slowly? Half past. For a moment there, I thought I had missed it. A quarter to 1 already? Surely nothing will happen. There, the hour itself is past. It was a dream. It was Who and what are you?
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
Long past?
No, year past. Rise and walk with me. Scrooge and the ghost of Christmas past were said to be on a country road on a clear, cold winter day.
Good heavens! This is where I was born. I was a boy here.
Yes, the things that you are seeing are but shadows of the things that have been. See that school over there? A solitary child neglected by his friends still is there.
Yes, 'twas I.
Let us see another Christmas. Look out there.
It's my sister, come to bring me home from school.
Yes, a frail creature. She died leaving one child behind, her nephew Fred.
Yes, one child.
Let us see another Christmas. Look out there. Do you know this warehouse door?
Know it? I was apprentice here. Why, it's old Mr. Fezziwig.
Hello, there's no more work tonight. It's Christmas Eve. Clear everything away, my friends. It's time for a celebration.
It was done in a minute. Everything movable was taken away.
In came the fiddler, in came Mrs. Fezziwig and her children, in came all the young men and women employed in the business. In came the housemaid, the baker, the cook, the milkman, and many more. In they all came.
And away they went, dancing in couples all at once.
Mr. and Mrs. Fezziwig had a party. Mr. and Mrs. Fezziwig had a dance. Laid out food and drinks to leave my hearty. Men and women come to find romance. Grab a partner, hold hands in the middle. Bow and curtsy, hold hands side by side. Do-si-do,
And at 11 o'clock the party broke up. During this whole time, Scrooge and Pippin enjoyed everything they saw.
Mr. Fezziwig sure knew how to make us happy.
What's the matter?
Nothing. I should just be better to my clerk, Bob Cratchit. Spirit, take me back.
They made one more stop to gaze upon the young woman Ebenezer left behind while he pursued his career and great fortune. At the toll of the bell, he looked up to see a jolly giant of a spirit.
I am the ghost of Christmas present. Touch my robe and hold on. We're going on a journey.
And off they went through the town, past the grocery and churches, past the banker's doorway into the suburbs of the town, and straight to Bob Cratchit's dwelling, where the clerk's wife and children were awaiting of the arrival of Mr. Cratchit and Tiny Tim. Soon the family saw Bob with Tiny Tim, and Tiny Tim bore a little crutch.
And how did our little Tim behave in church today?
It's beautiful. Well, tell me coming from. I hope the people saw him at church today. Because of it. It might be pleasant on Christmas Day, but remember to make the lame beggars walk and the blind men see.
Come everyone, let's sit down. The goose is cooked, the apple sauce is ready, the pudding is in the oven.
A toast to Mr. Scrooge, the founder of the feast.
Indeed, I wish I had him here. I'd give him a piece of my mind to feast upon such a meager wage.
My dear, remember, it's Christmas Day.
Drink to his health for your sake, Mom, not for his.
A Merry Christmas to us all, my dears.
A toast to
Merry Christmas and many more.
God bless us, everyone!
There was a child traveling in the snow. That little child had nowhere to go. Then he looked up high, trying not to cry, searching in the sky for a bright star's glow. God bless us, everyone. The season's just begun. May blessings fall on us throughout the year. God bless us, everyone. Each daughter and each son. May blessings fall on us all year. This little child traveling in the snow. This little child with nowhere to go. Even though he strayed, he was not afraid. He was simply saved by the bright star's glow. God bless us, everyone. The season's just begun. May blessings fall on us throughout the year. God bless us, everyone. Each daughter and each son. May blessings fall on us, oh dear. God bless us, everyone. God bless us, everyone. God bless us, everyone. God bless us, everyone.
Spirit, tell me if Tiny Tim will live.
I see a vacant seat in the chimney corner and a crutch without an owner.
By this time it was getting dark and snowing quite heavily. As Scrooge and the Spirit went along the streets, they could see roaring fires and kitchens, parlors, and all sorts of rooms. They saw children running out into the snow to meet arriving family. They saw guests assembling and neighbors visiting neighbors. They saw the lamplighter dotting the dusky street with lovely specks of light. And singing, they heard voices from everywhere, old and young, loud and soft, high and low, joined in Christmas song. It was a great surprise to Scrooge to hear a hearty laugh, and an even greater surprise to recognize it as his own nephew's laugh, and to find himself in a bright, gleaming room with the Spirit standing smiling by his side, and looking at that same nephew laughing with his friends.
And he said that Christmas was a humbug, as I lived, and he believed it too.
Shame on him. He's a humbug.
He's a comical old fellow, that's the truth.
I have no patience with him.
I'm sorry for him. I couldn't be angry with him if I'd tried. If he's decided to dislike us and he won't come to dine with us, it's the consequence.
Indeed, I think he loses out on a very good dinner.
I think he loses some pleasant moments, which could do him no harm. I intend to ask him to join us each year whether he likes it or not. Perhaps it'll shake him up a little, and to give his clerk an extra £50 by mistake.
Enough! Enough talk of Scrooge. It's Christmas. Come, gather up.
Good King Wenceslas looked out on the feast of Stephen, when the snow lay round about, deep and crisp and even. Brightly shone the moon that night, though the frost was cruel. When a poor man came in sight, gathering winter fuel. Here we come a caroling among the leaves so green. Oh, here we come a wandering, so fair to be seen. Love and joy come to you, and a glad Christmas too. And God bless you and send you a happy new year. And God send you a happy new year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring for you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a happy, 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 happy New Year.
Scrooge and the Spirit awoke again upon their travels. Much they saw and far they went, and many homes were visited, but always with a happy ending.
But as the bell began to strike 12, the Spirit disappeared, and at the last stroke ceased to vibrate, Scrooge beheld a solemn phantom draped in hoodie coming towards him.
Am I in the presence of the ghost of Christmas future? Are you here to show me shadows of the things that have not happened, but will happen in time yet to come? I fear you more than all the rest, but I know you will do me good. I hope I can be a better man from what I was early on. Read on, read on. The Spirit led Scrooge into the city with a little group of business people.
I don't know much about it. I only know he's dead.
When did he die?
Last night, I believe.
I thought he never died.
What's he done with all of his money?
I don't know. He hasn't left it to me. That's all I know.
It's probably going to be a very cheap funeral. I wonder if anyone will go.
I'll go. If Arthur's provided.
The phantom led Scrooge to another part of town where a group of business people were splitting up bundles of clothing, sheets, curtains, and finally a bag with money in it, belongings from a dead person's household.
I see. This man scared everyone away. The story of this man could be my own.
The phantom moved away, motioning for Scrooge to follow. He led Scrooge to a dark room where a body lay, unwatched, uncared for.
Spirit, this is a fearful place. Please, let us move on.
The spirit led Scrooge through several familiar streets. They entered Bob Cratchit's house, where the family was gathered, all but Tiny Tim, and all was very quiet, very quiet.
And they traveled to Scrooge's workplace, where Scrooge looked in the window of his office. It was an office, but not his any longer.
The phantom led Scrooge on to a churchyard. He pointed to the ground.
Scrooge passed towards it, trembling as he went. He read upon the stone his own name, Ebenezer Scrooge.
Oh no, spirit! Oh no, no! Am I that man who lay upon the bed? Oh, am I that man in the grave now dead? Oh, spirit, why show me? For there is no hope. If there is no hope, oh, spirit, why show me? For I cannot cope. For he cannot cope. But I can change. Yes, I can change. I must change. I must change. I will change. I will honor Christmas in my heart and try to keep it all the year. And the spirits three shall live within me, for I will honor Christmas in my heart.
The past, present, and the future. I don't know what I'll do first. I am as merry as a schoolboy. Hello, can you tell me what today is? Today? Why, Christmas Day, of course. Is that prize turkey still sitting in the corner grocer? Why, yes, it's hanging there now. Go buy it. I will bring it to Bob Cratchit's house. I will give you a tip as well if you run. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
I will honor Christmas in my heart and try to keep it all the year. And the spirits three shall live within me, for I will honor Christmas in my heart.
My dear people, I hope you succeeded yesterday. Mr. Scrooge, that's my name. I fear it may not be pleasant to you. If you would have the goodness to hear me out, I would like to give you a large donation. Are you serious? If you please, I owe you a great many back payments. Will you come by tomorrow? Will you do me that favor? I don't know what to say. Just come see me tomorrow. Of course, exactly.
I will honor Christmas in my heart and try to keep it all the year. And the spirits three shall live within me, for I will honor Christmas in my heart.
Hi, it is I, your Uncle Scrooge. Please, I would like to come for dinner today. May I still come, Fred?
Of course, Uncle Scrooge. We would be honored. We'll have a wonderful time.
And the spirits three shall live within me, for I will honor Christmas in my heart. Yes, I will honor Christmas in my
A Merry Christmas, Bob Cratchit, to you and your family. Please, I would like to give you a merrier Christmas than I have given you for many a year. I will be raising your salary and trying to assist your struggling family. Mr. Scrooge, we will be discussing your fares tomorrow afternoon.
Scrooge was better than his word. He did it all and infinitely more. And to Tiny Tim, who did not die, he was a second father. He became as good a friend, as good a master, and as good a man the city has ever known. And it was always said of him that he knew how to keep Christmas well. May that be truly said of us, all of us, and so as Tiny Tim observed.
God bless us, everyone!